Oh, what's it called? You giving trade right now? Oh,
Watch you playing, bro.
Well, here we are again. Another episode of Upfront with Trey Real. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And guess who I got back with me again? Put your hands together. Stand on your feet. Make some noise for my boy, my friend, Feecey Boy.
Hey.
What's going on, friend?
You know, another one. Hey.
Oh, another day, another dollar. Did it make you holler? They say them dollars make you holler. What's been going on in your life? How's your week?
Week is going hot. It's 90 degrees.
Yo.
I don't do heat. The beard doesn't like heat. The rolls don't like heat. I'm sitting in the summer completely out until 9 o'clock when the sun goes down.
Okay. I was waiting because I'm like, you're going to sit the summer out.
Now, I'm not about to mess up on this hot boy summer.
Okay. I can deal with the 9 o'clock part.
Yeah,
I can deal with 9 o'clock because it's hot as hell. You know, like
it get dark so late too now. So it's like, I'm just
not
waiting.
only that. Let me tell y'all something before I say this. You can add me all you want.
Oh, Lord.
You can leave it in the comments. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Well, I don't want to be out there because I have to protect my property value. And when that sun is up high like that, it tends to darken my skin. And I just want to make sure that I'm still competitive.
But they say brown skin brothers is in.
Yeah, that's for the straight people, child. That's for the breeders. That is for the breeders.
Not the breeders.
Yes.
What kind of raw sex are you talking?
No, oh my God.
All right.
No.
But how was your weekend?
It was good. Work has been busy.
Okay.
I know the work has been busy because I've been taking my ass to sleep at a reasonable time every night.
Adulting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's what they want to call it. And I have not been out.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I have not been out. So it's been good.
Well, that's good. I mean, busy is good.
Busy is good. Busy
Keeps
is
you it keeps you employed.
Yeah. What happened in my life this week, over the weekend? Oh, the BET Awards.
Ooh.
Did you watch them?
I loved it. This was probably one of the best BET Awards that I've seen in a very long time.
I think it was really well put together. Tell me what you liked.
What I loved was Queen Latifah.
Can I ask you a question? Is it just me, or did I kind of felt like at the end of her acceptance speech,
She kind of
came out the closet.
She did, but if you look at, you got to dig a little deeper.
And that outfit on the red carpet,
it was Miss Trenchbull.
was it? It was giving me real
Real what?
Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Oh no!
It was giving me real gladiator
That's
tease.
even
Like,
worse.
whoa.
Real lesbian.
Real lesbian.
But I mean, she came out. She shot out her son and her girlfriend, her wife.
Oh, that's what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck that was.
Bitch, I mean, I follow her on Instagram. She was pregnant. I never knew she was pregnant by Queen Latifah. And boom,
Bitch.
Well, Dana, because we didn't even go call her Queen Latifah. We go call her Dana. Bitch.
Oh my fucking
So she shot out
goodness.
her wife and her son.
I was wondering
And
what the
said,
fuck that
"Happy
was. Every
Pride
time I go, hey, Queen! Shout out to the Queen!
I love her.
Shout out to the Queen!
I love her.
Shout out to the Queen!
More. That was the best part.
Shout out to the Queen!
Besides the Prada bang,
Y'all not gonna do Kim.
it was upside down.
Y'all know Kim been doing that for a long time. She been doing Fendi. She did Fendi.
Sometimes it's not
She
what
did
you do; it's
Chanel.
how you do it.
Well, she old. You gotta give the girls that graces.
They're synthetic. But what I like was her frontal was dead, and they just put a hood on with a bang on it. It was like a hood bang.
Speaking of Lil' Kim,
Okay.
That bitch wanted all the smoke with
Ooh.
Miss Minaj. When fucking DJ Envy asked her on the carpet, said,
Reclaim your time, baby.
would you ever do a versus battle? I know you're probably not interested in the versus battle. And Kim said, I would. And he said, like, what would you see yourself doing it with? Nikki, bitch, it was no pause, no hesitation, no slight
And
hesitation.
no Minaj.
Nikki. I said, oh.
Because clearly the girl can't keep my name out her mouth. So let's.
So how you feel about it?
I think Kim might have stepped in some shit.
Ooh. Do tell.
I'm not a Nicki fan. However,
Ooh.
if we're going about now, these barbs, they got us old girls beat.
But that's not based upon
Only thing that'll save Kim is if they have their versus battle a little earlier in the day, because the barbs don't got jobs.
the bars will quit their job.
The bars will
to
quit,
make it to that.
They sleep.
Yes.
Until about 12 noon.
Agreed. Hey, bars.
The barbs is young. The barbs is young. So, but how do you feel about it?
So how I feel about it is, I think it's necessary for the culture.
They were.
If they could get up there and display a level of showmanship and sportsmanship and be able to get on that stage and bury the hatchet that has been going on for so long,
Right.
we may really begin to see female hip-hop empowerment.
Speaking of, it would be even dope to see Nicki, Little Kim, and Cardi, who
Pushing it, girl. You're pushing it. You're pushing it, girl.
What?
You're pushing it, girl.
Nicki and Kim can't fucking see Cardi. Let's call it what it is.
They can't see Cardi.
No,
How?
they can't. But
See her how? Oh, bitch, I said, see her how?
I'm messing with you. However,
Cardi cute.
Cardi is a look.
Oh,
Cardi
she's
is all
definitely a
hits.
look. She's
no misses. She's the definition of all hits. I've never seen.
She definitely is.
Other than the little pregnancy suit that I've seen this weekend, I typically don't see her look
That's
bad.
probably the worst thing she had on. When she had on that
It was
pregnancy.
droopy.
Yeah.
It was drop crotch. I wasn't sure if it was her in pants or fucking tight top.
Bitch, I'm done. But she's ratchet, so I give her that. Bitch. So maybe it loosened up when she came out there running out. Bitch, big and pregnant.
you look
shit.
just
I
like
said,
her.
go ahead, girl. Thank you.
Okay.
Bitch, I'll take that. Ew.
So it's the ew for me. Ew.
But she looked real to me. She just hype. She just real hype. And
Okay.
she came out and I just shot her out to baby number 2. Baby number 2. Shot
Baby
that
number
out.
13 for Offset.
Ooh.
I said it.
Ooh. Shout out to her pregnancy photo that she posted with Culture. That was sickening.
I was into it.
That
And
was fucking sick.
The head wrap, the gold earrings,
And Culture looking up at her, they caught that baby at the right motherfucking moment, bitch.
Let me
I
tell
said,
you,
ooh, give me one of them.
if ever a moment,
Give me one of them.
if ever a moment, that was one.
Yes.
That was one.
Yes.
I was into it. So how do you feel about Lil Nas X?
Ooh. I'm really glad that little Liz. And I'm glad that I don't know why I want to call that child Liz.
Let's go with that.
I just like that Liz. Lil Nas X Liz. That works for her. I'm just glad that Liz is able to live comfortably in her skin and be who she is. But for me personally, I don't like the fashion choices that are being made.
I mean, she's not a fashion girl.
So why allow?
She
them to
just
try
became
to
a
push-
girl. So
why allow a team to push you to be something that you're not?
I mean, but is she really not?
I just don't see it for her.
But you know what's so crazy? Because I seen her get a lot of backlash for kissing a man on television.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that at
I
all.
think my issue
That's a
was,
shout out to her.
what's the problem for it? I mean, I watched Britney Spears kiss Madonna.
Yeah.
Or Madonna kiss Britney Spears, or whichever one of them.
And who kissed Lil' Kim? Somebody kissed Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim kissed
And her
her on the
lips?
stage too. Yeah.
Kim let somebody touch them lips.
Yeah, that was before they was the lips.
I about to say because
That was before they were the lips.
Because I'm like, ooh, you better go get a herpes check when the
Yeah.
cheeks is.
I mean, shout out to all of that. City Girls, I love them girls. I loved everything. The rest
City Girls make me
them.
want to stand on a couch with hookah, and you know I don't do hookah because it's for the City Girls make me want to throw up gang signs.
Like, you need a section.
I
you have to
love-
have a section to stand on the couch in the section when you listen to
City
City
Girls are the vibe of the summer.
Shout out to the
vibe
City
of the
Girls. Shout out to Carisha, stylist, her team, because this little wet look that she been doing lately with her hair.
I'm into it.
I'm like, okay, bitch.
I'm into it.
Okay, give me mixed breed.
It's
bitch.
giving-
yes, give me mixed breed.
Ooh, it's
I'm here for it.
It's definitely giving poodle. It's giving the.
I probably need to stop saying that mixed breed too.
I was about to say,
Shout out-
and I was about
shout
to
out
go
to the
deep
girls who
into it.
don't have that wet and wavy hair. You know,
Well, she
and-
don't got it either. It's glued on.
But I'm one. I got it.
But it's glued on. So
Bitch, mine ain't glued on.
Everybody can, but
I got it. So, and I'm a natural girl. I'm a natural, and I got it. You know, when it grows, it's long and it do that.
what did it do? Ooh. Oh, you got waves.
Boom. You know, deep.
I
wave,
heard.
bitch,
I heard
deep
it.
wave,
I heard
deep
the
wave.
water just splash in the gym.
It's the Dominican. Yeah, you know, little rice and bean puppy. But I'm cut.
You gotta go.
Anyways,
It's the Neil Long shortcut for me, sis.
I will say this on a serious note to every black, brown, Latino artist who does not show up to the BET Awards. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This is a space where we are celebrated by our own. And you don't show up because you think it's the EBT Awards. That's bogus. So you don't show up to the BET Awards where you are celebrated and you actually win fucking awards. But yet you break your necks to show up to the Grammys just to lose.
Not even to be nominated.
Just
You
to
talking about just to
lose.
lose. Not even to be recognized.
Yes. Like, I don't understand that. And then they want to cry, oh, the Grammy's so black. Well, when black people try to celebrate your ass, you don't want to go. And if we stop going to the Grammys won't get the notoriety that comes with it.
The blackest thing at the Grammys is Alicia Keys.
Oh, baby,
And that's about as black as you gonna get there.
you said it, not me. You said it, not me. And she, ooh, Lord, you trying to get me in trouble. You trying to get the people to fight me
Keep
already.
falling.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion.
Ooh.
She came with a look.
She's another one who made me want to do this.
She came with a look.
Ratchet.
She,
I love it.
She looks like she got a coin.
Mm-hmm.
She came out looking like she had some money. She got some money. She
Her
looked
team,
good.
her team is her and Cardi has a really good team. Like they never really get it wrong.
But you notice that her team really didn't start really getting it right for her until she got with Cardi.
Mm-hmm. But I about to say, but you know her team now is Cardi's.
Cardi team. That's
Exactly.
What I'm
So,
saying. Yeah.
I mean, what I will say is, both of them teams need to worry about the lipstick on the teeth.
Oop.
Stop letting your girls go out like that. Y'all did wrong for that. Y'all did wrong.
Ladies. I don't wear lipstick, but I'm going to tell you a trick. How to keep lipstick off your teeth. You take your index finger
Ooh.
and you stick it in your mouth,
Mm.
and then you wrap your lips around your index finger and you pull it out like this.
What are we talking about?
And that clears any lipstick that is in the internal side that will get on your teeth. That's how you keep lipstick from getting on your teeth.
You know what else helps?
What?
Vaseline.
Oh, I see. I'm not that deep. I just know if you put a finger in your mouth.
You would know just when you put a finger in your mouth.
I want to say this about Megan. You know one thing about Megan. I want to put this out here in the universe, and I want people to think about it before you say anything. Who do you think was Megan's teacher? Her influence. Who do you hear?
And Megan's music,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably old school rap.
No specific person.
I just hear old school rap. See, I value old school rap.
Okay,
So like the Roxanne Shantae's, like the old school rap. So Megan gives me that.
Okay, I can see that, but I'm gonna give you a specific name, and I want you to ponder. and be like, "Ooh,
Okay.
Kaya."
Ooh. I do not get Kaya. Kaya, ignorant Kaya?
Yes, let me tell you.
My Neck, My Big.
Yes.
I never heard another song
Now
other than
watch
My Neck,
this.
My Big, so I can't judge.
Now watch this. Listen to Kaya.
Won't be doing that.
Listen to Kaya.
Nope.
And just listen to Megan. Listen to her the way Kaya's cadence.
Okay.
Megan's cadence, the way Kaya raps. Megan is the only female rapper
I never
I've
thought
ever
about that.
heard come behind her and rap with the same cadence and the same that's the same way Kaya rap.
Oh my God. Do it again.
It's the same way Kaya rap. It really is.
Again, I've only heard My Neck, My Back with Kaya, so I wouldn't be a fair person to assess that situation that way.
Since we're talking about the BET Awards and we're still in June, shout out to Black Music Month. Shout out to Black Music Month. And I wonder, did BET intentionally host the awards in June? Is it always in June?
I'm not really sure.
And I wonder they probably do it to celebrate Black Music Month. I think that's dope. See,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
sure.
saying about. Yeah, I think that's so fucking dope. Just thinking of Black Music Month, we have so many Pride shit come on TV and everything. What you think about the MJB documentary?
Oh my
Life.
gosh.
Did you watch the Mary J. Blige
Yeah.
doc?
You would know what's so shady though?
What?
I watched it and watched it at the salon. And when she got to the part where she met Casey and JoJo, I'm into it. This is the part I want to see. Show me the drugs. I want to know the bumps. I want to know all of it. She ain't give me the bumps.
Corey!
She ain't give me. I wanted to know how they was doing it when they was doing it.
Listen.
I wanted to know whether Casey was JoJoing off her butt cheek or what. I wanted to know what was.
Listen, Linda.
She kept it crazy. However, I did like the documentary. I felt like I love Mary J. Blige naturally. I love her even more. She was very unapologetically her.
So for me, I enjoyed it because of the sound bites of music, but her story did nothing for me.
But she didn't get to tell her story.
It's supposed to be based upon so the documentary is supposed to be based upon my life
Right.
and how the album My Life, it just turned 25, and it was the anniversary of it, and it's supposed to talk about how she came up with the content for my life and so on and so forth. But for me, that album meant so much more, and they missed opportunity to. First, let me say, as a fan, it hit a lot of the right notes.
Right.
It did. But like I was saying, they missed great opportunity to thoroughly explore a complicated, still influential.
And for it to be Prime
landmark.
Video, I've seen documentaries on Prime Video that were like
Really deep. They didn't dig quite deep enough for me.
right.
And that was my problem.
And I
Too
think
surface.
sometimes when Puffy gets behind, when he gets behind these documentaries, he tries to save face, and
Child.
I be wanting to see. I wanted to see the nitty gritty. I wanted to see the drugs. I wanted to see the alcoholism. I wanted to see all that. But what I will say
I
is,
wanted to hear about when she passed out. What's that that song, Helen Baylor, when she said, "I had a praying grandmother." And she said,
I went out of this shit.
and she
so
said,
bad.
and I was doing drugs, and boom, my head was off, and my body began to slide down.
I was out of the. What's wrong with you?
Like, that's what I wanted. I wanted that story.
What is wrong with you?
I wanted, and then I didn't know a drug dealer. I married the drug
oh
dealer.
my God.
I wanted that story.
Did you see the boxes that she gave away though? She sent to the celebrities.
No.
So she sent My Life boxes to celebrities, and it was so cute. It was the actual album, the Share My World album, the My Life. What's the 411? It was the jersey from the video, 2 bamboo earrings.
Oh, that was
it
so
was
nice.
super. It was super cute, and it was like a bottle of Ciroc, and she has her own champagne, and it was
I
a
had
bottle
the
of
Goddess.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not
like
that
the
great.
bottle
Shout
of
out to
champagne.
Goddess wine.
It was a bottle of that, and I'm like, that was dope. Shout out to Beyonce for setting the trends for the girls.
Period.
You know, my girl always doing what she can do for those who need help.
Period. Point blank. But yeah, I wasn't too keen on the My Life documentary because I just wanted more.
Right.
That album took me through so much. Dating, fucking, all types of shit. It just took me through. It took me through a lot, like words and like work and just regular everyday stuff. So just shout out to you, Miri. We still love you just the same. 13 albums in, all these awards.
Exactly, and still crime insurance. I mean, speaking of documentaries, I'm not sure if it was a documentary or if it's a movie. How'd you feel about the Tina Turner story?
That's how you want me to get up. You want me to get up. You want me to get up.
But do you want to hear something funny?
Hold on. Like, you don't understand what Tina Turner alone means to me. Like, when you mention her documentary, I want to get up and run out the room. It's just like I'm at a Kojic convention and just run through the church. You know how they just...
What kind of heels you got on? The kittens?
Child, I don't know, but one that I'm just picking them up and putting them down, baby. Like, really going in.
Do you want to hear a really embarrassing story?
Yes, please. I love those.
I legit always thought Angela Bassett was Tina Turner until I watched Waiting to Exhale recently. I've never seen Waiting to Exhale until
my God.
2 years ago.
That's not embarrassing. You know that happens.
And I'm like, oh, Tina Turner's in Waiting to Exhale. And everybody's looking at me like, you're not serious. I'm like, bitch, that's Tina Turner.
No, that's not embarrassing. Now, you shouldn't be embarrassed by that. That happens a lot of times with actors. Danny Glover, for a long time, people could not separate him from Mr. from The Color Purple.
I never seen The Color Purple.
Now that's embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing?
That's embarrassing as a black person.
I saw What's Love Got to Do with it.
It's part of black culture. But we're gonna talk about Tina Turner, right? Let's talk about her documentary. First, let me just say this: Tina Turner, if you ever see this, I love you and thank you so much. You've done so much for me, so much. Now that I got that out. So
you scared me. Who did it? Who did it?
No. So no, really. So I fell in love. Let me tell a quick story, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make it quick. I fell in love with Tina Turner around 11, 12 years old through What's Love Got to Do with the movie.
Okay.
Watched it so much that my mom had to buy like 3 or 4 VCR tapes. It popped.
Okay.
You know, and I had something just intrigued me about Tina Turner, and I wanted to know who was Tina Turner. So I remember you had the shit where you could order them CDs, 10 for $1 or something, or 10 cents. So I used to get them shits, and I marked all Tina Turner. So I ended up with all Tina Turner CDs.
Okay.
I went to the public library. I checked out the book I, Tina, written by Kurt Loder. I read the book. I read up on so much stuff for Tina Turner, and I followed Tina Turner religiously for my entire life, right? Like, Tina Turner walked so that Beyonce could run. And Beyonce is running so that Chloe can fly. Now, with that being said, following her my whole life, she's my karaoke go-to.
What's your favorite Tina Turner song?
What's Love Got to Do with it? And I don't want to fight anymore.
I thought you was going to say.
What did you think I was going to say? Private Dancer?
I thought you was going to say Private Dancer.
No, because you think I'm a whore. Oh my God.
Promiscuous, not whore.
Oh my God.
I just feel like you're a Private Dancer kind of girl.
Oh my God.
What is the song that we were singing on my Instagram?
Which one?
Remember, you had said something and we were like writing it back to each other. Oh, what
was it? Tina?
It was Tina, because that's how we started talking about What's Love Got to Do with it. Because I was like, that is one of my favorite movies.
We did. I remember that. I don't remember the exact fucking song though. That's pissing me off. It'll come to you.
When I was a little girl,
ragdoll. The only doll I ever owned.
Yes, that was it.
And I'm gonna love you just the way I love that ragdoll. But only now my love is grown. And it gets deeper day by day. All right, so I literally everything in my life I relate to Tina Turner.
Okay.
Like
Never knew that.
everything. So the podcast, our episode last week episode, I'm like, oh my God, dude, the response has been really good. And so in my mind, this is how I felt. If I can tell anybody how I felt like when in the scene when Tina walks in the restaurant with Jackie and Ike and Kurt is at the table with the cake already, and then she said, how you feeling? And he said, Jackie said, well, she ought to feel damn good with a #1 hit on record on the hand. And so I just picture myself just walking in like Tina. That's how I feel, like heavy high. But I turned 40. I was struggling within myself internally with turning 40 and starting a podcast. Because this has been in the work for years. I've just dragged my feet with it. And people are like, do it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do whatever. I'm too old, child. You done missed the boat. Watching the HBO documentary, you would think this piece of information I learned that I would have just found out, that I would have known this already, following her since I was a kid. But I didn't know that Tina Turner didn't become Tina Turner until she was 40 years old. And I was like, damn. God, you're giving me that right now because you're letting me know your timing is now.
Exactly.
And then I sat back and I was like, why is this woman so important to me? Like, why is she so important to me? And then I realized it hit me, bam. Then it came to me like an epiphany.
Now just let me show. Okay.
Tina
this
Turner.
This is Black Music Month. I see what you're doing.
Tina Turner's life, like, it's parallel, almost parallel to my life. I had a rough life. I had a rough life. And when I realized watching her at a young age and watching her and that being my favorite movie, I learned to keep going no matter how hard it was going to get. It was the world letting me know, you don't have anybody that you see right now that's going through this shit, because you're going to be the first, but somebody done went through it. And it served as a blueprint to say, no matter how hard it gets, keep going. And in that documentary, I cried my ass off.
I didn't cry, but it was good. It was good to watch. It was very informative. Because you don't really, when you see it on TV, you don't really know the story. So to hear her tell her version of that story, and like to hear that she didn't even like have a lot of input in the actual Tina Turner movie.
No, she did. You know what the thing was? She's never watched it.
She's
never watched it. She's never watched it because it's re-traumatizing herself. What she also said in the movie was she had a bad life. She said the good did not outweigh the bad. And one of the things is, and it goes back to our last episode, we talked about watch your mouth. You never know what you say, how it affects somebody.
Absolutely.
And she said for so many years, she never was allowed to move beyond the violent years with Ike, because every opportunity that the media or anybody have, they always asked her about it. So it was just,
I wonder how her braids look underneath that wig.
bitch, fuck you. That's what they were saying.
I wonder how her braids look underneath that wig. I really do.
Why did they? And then the multiple times she fucking tried to commit suicide. They only showed it one time.
I think that was impressive.
And then
not impressive, like to do, but like to overcome that many times of suicide. Like God had a plan for you,
but then
he wasn't ready for you to come up there, sis.
But then to lose your children to suicide.
But watch your mouth. Be careful what you put in the air.
Yes.
It ain't always got to be you.
Yes.
It could be somebody close to you. It could be somebody you know. It could be somebody you touched.
Ooh, bitch, I'm about to shout.
No. Okay.
Come on now. Let me get off of Tina Turner if I get up here and start giving y'all a shoulder.
You
must understand the touch of your.
I promise y'all.
How sweet.
I promise y'all, it's real life. This is really happening in this chair. There's happy feet happening over there.
Oh my God. No.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I gotta stop. Okay, we're gonna jump off of music because we can stay on music all
this whole fucking time.
Let's talk about some crazy shit. Bitch, what about them champagne towers in Miami. That building collapsing.
All the people family better start filing lawsuits immediately, okay? Get Top Dog on it.
Why you think there's lawsuits that's been filed already? But why do you think they should file?
Well, just
lawsuits?
reading like the statements that was issued out months ago, maybe even a year ago, that I believe the building was under coordinates then. Like they had flooding, they had leaking, basically the levees were breaking. And no one did anything about it. It was all about money. And now here we are, current day, and you guys are running around from all these oceanfront buildings trying to make sure that the buildings are sturdy enough. It's too late. You can't replace these people's lives.
Now let me ask you this: do you feel like I feel like the condo owners need to have some accountability in that as well, because the property was due to have a 40-year inspection. This year was on there 40 years.
Okay.
So when any property management company is going to do, they're going to hire an independent inspector to come in and inspect prior to give them time to correct any deficiencies before the actual inspection comes.
Okay.
So they did that in 2018. 2018, everything was noted. The deterioration of the concrete, the rust and corrosion of the rebars, and they presented it to the homeowners. And they said at the time it was like $9,000 to get it done.
It's so sickening to me. Like, it frustrates me just to see that people had to lose their life.
I'm sorry,
for something to be
$9 million. It was like $9 million at the time.
I'm sure Miami oceanfront condo, I'm almost 100% certain you were making that. And if not, you could have got a PPP loan this year.
So why didn't they...
So, I mean, shit.
Shout out to the PPP loans.
I'm just saying.
But yo, like, it was like $9 million there.
Right.
At that time. They chose not to spend the money to get it done.
And that was lazy and irresponsible. And now
as the
homeowners,
right? But as the homeowners, so where do you take accountability for you not taking action? You got to pay the money. You own this condo,
right?
So I feel like there should be some accountability as into that portion,
right? And
the report was not like, it was just like, oh, we have some structural damage. It was very specific.
It was detail oriented. It was very detail oriented, and I don't understand how we missed. But they.
It said in the actual letter, among other things, the estimate indicated that the concrete damage observed will begin to multiply exponentially over the years, and indeed, the observable damage, such as in the garage, has gotten significantly worse since the initial inspection. When you can visually see the concrete spalling, cracking, that means that the rebar holding it together is rusting and deteriorating beneath the surface. That was in the letter to them.
And they still...
And the fact of the matter is, the rebar, and you getting all of this, and it's in the bottom level of a tower. Bitch, your foundation is coming from underneath you.
Whatever. That shit pissed me off. Just
rest in peace to the 16 people that's they found that's dead. You know, it's a tragedy. It's still like over 100 people still missing.
That's scary. It's so scary.
I couldn't imagine. It makes me thinking like, one day I'm gonna live in a high rise, and if I'm living in a high rise, I want to make sure the motherfucker who built this bitch did not build.
It's so crazy because I will not live in, just for that reason alone. Two of my biggest fears: drowning and a fire.
Oh my goodness!
I won't live anywhere.
You know what my biggest fear is? What? I'm not even gonna fucking put it in the atmosphere, because this is the bullshit. Somebody years later rewind back and say, "Oh my god, did you see that episode when he said that this was such and such as his fear, and look how he died?"
No, bitch. Guy, listen. Don't play with me. What you not, guy? Listen, okay. You know I'm a fighter. So I'm good. If that's the way you want me to come up there, just know I'm coming up there, guns are blazing. You gonna have to give me another way out.
It's like, what's going on in the world? If you ain't got the fucking, now towers is collapsing. Now they talk about a new strand of fucking COVID, the Delta variant, and it's highly contagious. Do you have the vaccine?
I got the vaccine months ago.
I've been fully vaccinated since February.
Yeah, I got the vaccine back in, I believe it was like February. My job made me get it.
Shout out to the vaccine. Okay.
I was in there like, shoot me up, sis.
Yeah, if y'all ain't got it, go get it. You know what I mean? So this new variant, the Delta variant, is just supposed to be highly contagious for people that's listening, so you know. But preliminary studies shown that Pfizer and now Moderna vaccine is effective against the variant and several other different strands. L.A. County, Los Angeles, you know, they're backing the mask because of it.
L.A., they opened up too soon. L.A. is also the hunting ground for diseases and viruses because that's where most of the cruise ships coming at. That's where most of like shipping things coming at. So, I mean,
it sucks.
They gotta shut down some things.
Dr. Fauci said that that the CDC record is not recommending that we go back into masks because the vaccines have proven effective against the variant as well as others. Now, the thing about this Delta variant, what people should be aware of, is that it's adept at infecting partially vaccinated individuals. So if you only got one shot, it's mutated.
And now I wonder, when you say that you got one shot, does that mean like if I got Johnson & Johnson
no,
and I survived the blood clots, do I... no shade.
Hold on, shade, bitch.
There was no shade. If I survived the blood clots...
Well, only like 6 people got the blood shot.
Okay, if I was one of the 6 people that survived it. If I was one of the...
So it's that one dose was effective. It was effective because they actually used the live virus.
Oh.
Where the 2-shot series by Moderna and Pfizer were created from using the mRNA system, which is they create a replica of the virus. It's fake.
Sure.
And then
I've seen something like that on like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, so that's the difference why it was 1 and 2. So you needed 2 doses of the fake to make it.
You know what I always wonder?
What? I'm about to fall out this chair. I'm scared.
You know how like they say like they test like the dummy viruses? You know how like when they mix sperm and eggs together? I wonder if it's like that. Like do they look through the magnifying glass and like
it is.
You know, do the little swirl thing and like
yeah.
Have you ever seen a sperm hit an egg?
I've seen it on YouTube.
Okay.
And documentaries.
Pretty weird thing. Right?
Yeah, not really.
It almost looks like somebody punctured like a screen.
But you know who I always feel bad for? If y'all have kids in the room, get them out.
Child, they ain't kids in the room. They should have been got them out.
That part. And I always feel bad when I watch like the sperms running, and they running like to the egg, and it's like, oh, whoever the fastest one get there, you win. Like imagine being that sperm cell running, and then just to find out you in somebody dookie hole.
And you the fat kid that don't get picked. Like, why would you be in the dookie hole? Bloop bloop.
Next thing you know, you in the toilet.
Or you in the throat.
That is. Oh,
I mean, the
throat baby.
Listen, the girls is out here doing what they got to do to get what they need done.
Throat baby.
Listen, I'm just saying, it's pop. Listen, it happens.
Child, speaking of all of that, it is Pride Month still, and a shout out to the Supreme Court of the United States in their recent decision where they ruled in favor of the transgender student being able to use the bathroom of the chosen gender.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I'm not doing it.
What do you think about that?
I'm not doing it.
Why?
Because I don't agree with it. I feel like...
Oh my God, really? Why?
I don't feel like transgender... Oh gosh. Don't kill me. And I mean what I say. Don't kill me for this. I feel like transgender people should be using like that family bathroom. Only because you just never know for the safety of them.
Okay, so let's...
It's not that I don't agree with the fact that they are entitled to use whatever bathroom they want to. I'm just more so concerned for the safety of them.
Okay, I can understand that perspective.
So, like, I feel like for the betterment of everyone, you should probably use the family bathroom.
Yeah, and you know, for a long time, I felt the same way.
Right.
I did feel the same way.
What changed?
I mean, it's a lot of. I guess. I think if I'm passable, to the naked eye.
But are you?
If I'm passable,
Okay.
and let's think of you ballroom Lola.
Okay.
Lola walk into the girls' room. Ain't nobody gonna say two things.
Well, what?
And then let's think about some of the trans men that we were talking about.
See, this is my
walk
thing.
into the boy
If
bathroom.
Lola gets up and she walks out the store and she
need to do all of that. Who gets up and wipe their coochie outside the stall?
Well, she ain't got a coochie to wipe.
But that's what I'm saying. But you do handle all of that. If she's pre-op, then I'm sure you're gonna tuck.
See, this is where I get lost at with the pre-op, the post-op,
that mean they
post
still have a
office,
penis.
and all that. I get so lost at that.
They mean they still have a penis.
Okay. Well, shout out to the girls who still got penises.
Well, I mean,
The girls who don't.
So I think if you're passable, yeah. But then there's some that have to look in the mirror that don't come across as passable to the naked eye.
Which is scary because, like I said, for their safety, I'm so concerned with it.
Like the Dr. Rachel Levine.
Right, like she looks like she don't look fish. Not fish. She don't look.
She'll look chicken of the sea. She don't look chicken of the sea, and I agree. So she should be going to the family bathroom. Because
Yeah.
people gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
And it's like I'm also concerned about like kids. Like it a lot factors into that. So that's why I'm kind of like.
Let's just say that for a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on in your world? You know, you're the fashion.
Well, my girl that stepped down from Burberry, and then she's a Ferragamo girl. They don't even carry the same merchandise.
She went from checkers to letters.
Yeah, when I read the story, I felt like somebody literally snatched my heart out. And I felt like T-Pain when Usher walked up to him and said, "Bitch, you fucked up music."
Oh my God.
I said, "How dare you?"
Well, their stock has plummeted.
Their stock is plummeting, and I heard the Burberry girls don't support the girls. I heard that was part of the reason why I sis stepped down. Because they didn't want to get on the pride wave from what I heard.
Well, then stand for what you believe in.
No.
Stand for what you believe in.
The girls is the ones that's supporting you.
That's what I said. And for him to step down, the
That was
CEO to
big.
step down, I'm stand for what you believe in. You're not going to stand up and support us. So guess what? I'm getting out of here. I built this company. See what you can do without me.
And I just recently found out that Burberry was initially designed for like overseas weather. Like Burberry wasn't even supposed to be on this side of the world.
That's interesting. I never knew
I
that.
just found out about that. When
never
this
knew
article
that.
came out, he did a YouTube. Everybody should check it out. He did something on YouTube about it and why he stepped down and whatever the case may be. But I was just like, I'm not a big fashion girl, but I like a label or two. And bitch,
But you like the Kardashians.
oh my gosh, I love like the Kardashians, like Chris. I love Chris.
Oh my God.
I fucking love the Kardashians,
Blow me.
bitch. And to see my sis, they don't got the skins for Olympics.
I think that's a mess.
Why?
Because I think that's
Let me tell you why I think it is.
privilege and access.
Bitch, the nerve.
Child,
Privilege and access? I don't think so. If that's the case, Chris could have been made this happen. Chris could have been. I think that.
Those Skims just got popping.
But Skims is for. Hear me out.
So how can we get butter athleisure wear? Say it, child.
Athleisure?
Yeah, athleisure wear. How can we get that to the Olympic table?
Let's talk about Kim Kardashian right now.
But I'm just saying, it's
Well,
fucking
Butter
privilege.
has to get Chris.
It's privilege. That's bullshit.
I don't think it's privilege. Only reason why I agree with it because Skims is majority curvy women.
Okay.
What do you see now that you have never seen in the Olympics before? Curvy women. You see black women.
Okay.
So why not give the girl with the booty to design for the girls with the booty?
Well, Spanx work.
Oh, God.
I'm just not here for.
You just can't take my girls. That's what that is.
Yeah, I can't.
You just can't take my girls, and that's fine.
No,
Most people can't.
I can't.
Most people can't.
I can't.
Most people can't.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could have just laid on my. But let me shut up. I'm not even gonna go and come.
I'm just saying, but you can't take my girl, but I'm supposed to take your girl, Brittany.
I'm just saying.
You want me? You don't want to take the Kardashians, but I'm supposed to take the fucking Spears and all the foolishness they got going on.
I'm just saying. We talking about the Olympics, so
saying.
we have to say shout out to Serena, who retired in the first round of Wimbledon due to an injury, and she was on the road on a quest for her 24th Grand Slam title, which would have tied her for the record of the most decorated. I don't know the lady name.
I think
the most Grand Slam titles or
I
something.
can't think of her name. Margaret.
What is it?
I don't know her last name, but I know her first name.
Margaret.
Yes. Because I always said, a girl like Margaret, she gotta be a bad bitch. Like, Margaret seemed like she didn't walk through snow. She didn't walk through sand. That bitch didn't build airplanes. She didn't change the oil. She didn't probably fix the car. Margaret done did some shit in her life.
She probably has, but you know who else done did some shit in their life? And we're going to wrap up with them? Because they don't even deserve time like that. You know Bill Cosby free.
Oh, girl.
On a technicality.
On a technicality.
That's some bullshit because he's fucking guilty. Trey Real out.